Every day, a horrifying number of women are being subjected to sexual violence, which pertains to rape, sexual assault, incest, and molestation, and other forms of sexual violence that are being committed by the victims' perpetrators. This sexual violence or sexual abuse violate the rights of women to be free from any gender-based violence that inflicts physical and psychological sufferings to them, and to live in a society that guarantees respect to their women's rights. Moreover, sexual abuse doesn't only result to the violations of women's right to physical and mental integrity that atrocious acts of sexual assaults continue to taint, but also results to the unwanted pregnancy of the victims of rape and sexual coercion. In fact, rape-related pregnancy is very prevalent, with the pregnancy rate of rape being similar to the pregnancy rate of consensual sex because of the traumatic impact rape and sexual coercion have given to the psychological well-being of the victims of rape and sexual coercion. Abortions become a resort. Thus, legalizing abortion will not only console the victims, but also reduce the amount of deaths that are caused by clandestine or the self-inflicted abortion that is sometimes performed by a pseudo-doctor. Hence, therapeutic abortion to dangerous pregnancy due to medical condition would be justified. Thus, I firmly agree with the legalization of abortion for women with therapeutic condition and are victims of rape and sexual abuse. The societal issue of whether approving for the legalization of abortion or disapproving to it has been a controversial topic to every country, especially those that majority of the population follow the ethics propounded by a religion. Further, those countries are most likely the ones that ban abortion at any circumstances. I was born in a country that belongs to those that ban abortion because it values the ethical philosophy of Christianity and Islam, the two religions that are widely spread and dominate my country. However, despite abortion being illegal in my country, cases of women resorting to it is still common and prevalent. In fact, for every hour in the Philippines, there are 70 women who induce abortion, and because it is illegal, there is lack of access to safe and facilitated abortion that causes 3 women to die every day due to complications, while 11 are being brought to the hospital every hour. Similarly, Romania, that also banned abortion, experiences high abortion rate with over 480 abortions per 1,000 live births. And if compared to Italy, one of the countries that legalizes abortion, there are only 98 abortions per 1,000 live births, in which could then conclude that banning abortion doesn't correlate with abortion rates. In countries like mine, which is still yet to be liberalized, people see women who think of inducing an abortion as people who only look for an escape or a way, or not realizing that it is also a difficult decision for them. Women who are pregnant by rape are most likely to have an abortion, and I think we all should respect their choice because they are only victims of circumstances. And given the trauma they have been through, it is understandable that they can physically and mentally handle the pregnancy, and forcing them to do so may result to more harm into themselves and into their babies, and worse, they may resort to suicide. The possibility of suicide as a resort can be seen on the impact of banning the abortion in El Salvador, in which the statistics shown by the government reveals that 3 out of 8 maternal deaths among pregnant girls under 19 are the result of suicide, and many of them have suffered sexual abuse, rape, and couldn't speak a word to seek for help because of the fear of the humiliation they might get from the people around them. Unfortunately, in countries like mine that ban abortion, there is no legal facility that women can go to when they need someone to share their struggles with and to seek advice from regarding their situations and reasons why they are resorting and have resorted to abortion. Furthermore, one of the common things people say to women who are victims of rape and sexual coercion and are planning on inducing an abortion is to keep the child for 9 months, then give him or her up for adoption, which I think is wrong because they are inflicting pressure onto women to keep the child even if it is against her will. Also, forcing women to go through the risky and dangerous process of pregnancy and life-threatening procedure of laboring is unjust. Moreover, adoption doesn't give the complete assurance of safety to the children and also causes a lifelong impact on their psychological well-being, and in most cases, the giving up of these children into adoption had caused them to have an emotional trauma. Another circumstance that I approve of having an abortion is when a pregnant woman has a therapeutic condition that keeping the baby in her womb would threaten both of hers and her baby's life. In a situation when a woman's life is at risk and happens that keeping the baby would only make her and the baby die, it is just rightful to perform a therapeutic abortion to remove the baby and save the mother's life than losing both the mother and the baby's life. It is just ethical to justify the abortion in cases of medical circumstances. Realizing how women who were victims of cruel circumstances and are slaves of therapeutic condition struggle with their lives, I still stand by my belief that women should have the right to bodily autonomy, therefore should have the freedom to decide for themselves. Hence, legalizing abortion to certain circumstances of rape-related pregnancy and therapeutic condition should be taken earnestly and should be passed into every country's legislation, because abortion doesn't always mean a person doesn't want to be a mother, because most of the time women cannot physically and mentally handle the pregnancy.